Hello and welcome back to my channel. I have a new type of video that I'm going to be posting on my channel once a month. It is called TIGHT-WAD Tuesday. A video that's going to be about doing things cheap. Maybe it's as cheap as possible. Maybe it's just taking something and repurposing it. Maybe it might be an experiment. Today's video is going to be an experiment. So I have no idea how it's going to turn out. I don't know if it's going to be a good idea or a bad idea. And I just thought it would be kind of fun to do something like that, since we do have to watch our money as much as possible these days. And so mine is for today is going to be an experiment on a new way to make laundry soap. Now, I already make laundry soap that I like, and it's a liquid laundry soap, and I prefer liquid laundry soaps. But today I'm going to be experimenting with a dry powder laundry soap using one ingredient that I've never used before, which is a laundry detergent. This is a laundry detergent, and it's a powder, and I keep it in the plastic bag from the store because there's holes across the top here. So you get, when I left the store, my hands had like a fine coating of powder from digging around all the bags of laundry soap. Were less than $5 a bag. They're also under 5 pounds. So this bag is 4.40 pounds. So it's not even quite 5 pounds. And I paid like $4.38 for this bag of laundry soap. And the back of the bag says, oh yeah, I compared the ingredients at the store. The ingredients are written right here. You can see that. And I compared these ingredients to the ingredients of the powder Roma soap. And they're pretty much the same ingredients, but the Roma was a few pennies more expensive, still under $5, but I went with this one because it was cheaper and it's TIGHT-WAD Tuesday. And also I like the smell of this one better. I can smell it through the bag, and it smells really good. I like the smell of it. So this small bag, for $4.38, I don't really know if that's going to be a good price or a bad price, because it's not really that much soap. So how many cups are in here? We're going to find that out today in today's video, because I'm going to measure it all out and find out how much per load just using this bag would be, and if it's going to be a good deal or a bad deal. But I'm not going to use just this full strength in my laundry. I'm going to mix it with some other things to try and make this stretch out past the amount of load you would get out of this one bag to maybe double or triple or whatever. We'll just see what happens. This is an experiment. It's TIGHT-WAD Tuesday. Let's see how much money we can save. So this is the main ingredient that I'm going to be using, and it is a laundry detergent, not a soap. Borax to it. Right now I don't know how much. It's all going to be an experiment. I'm going to be adding some super washing soda to it as well, which again, I use this in my laundry soap I already make. The only thing that I don't use is the Foca right now. But I was comparing ingredients because I wanted to know what's in this Foca, and it's a bunch of big words that I can't even pronounce. I don't know what it is. I went to Google. I looked stuff up to find out that stuff is pretty natural stuff, and the stuff that's in Foca is just stain remover stuff and stuff that cuts through grease and stuff, which is, you know, laundry soap. So being how this says to use 1 full cup, if you're going to use just this, 1 full cup to a load of laundry. If I use this and mix it with a bunch of other stuff and only use very little of this, maybe it won't be so bad. It's all going to be an experiment. So, but this doesn't have a lot of ingredients in it, but these things that I looked up are ingredients that break down oils and grease, proteins. That was the word I was thinking of, proteins and stuff like that. So probably blood and, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, so it's probably not a bad soap. Might work just as well as Tide or Gain or anything else, but we're going to check that out today. It is laundry day, so we can actually do a load of laundry today to see what the results are after I put together this concoction. I'm going to use the full bar. I have pink and I have white. They both have the same exact ingredients. It's just the pink one has a dye in it to make it pink. but they do the same thing. They have the same ingredients to them, but I'm not going to use a full bar. I actually happen to have partial bar of Zote right here from making dish soap and stuff with. So I'm just going to grate this up, the last of this, and add it to the stuff because I'm just going to make a small batch to see if it works. Another thing I want to put in it is Fel's Naphtha. Again, I'm not going to use a full bar. I have a partial bar right here, almost a full bar. Because if you put it up to an unopened bar, I've only used very little of this soap. So the smell, I like the smell of Fel's Naphtha as well. But so I'm just going to use this partial bar, the partials of my Zote, some of the Foca, and then yeah, the other stuff, the borax and washing soda and stuff. We're going to see what happens, and I'm going to do a load of laundry. So anyway, I have a container right here labeled laundry soap already that I put liquid in, but it's dried out and ready to go for more soap. So I'm going to be using that and this other container here to measure because I want to know how many cups are in the Foca. So I had to get a bigger container to put the last in of this. This is what I'm going to be mixing it in. I have 13 cups in this. And then there's another 6.5 cups in this. Almost half a cup. So that gives me 19. You can say 19 cups or even 20 cups, but not quite 20 cups. So I just did the $4.38 that I paid for this bag divided by the 19 cups because it's 1 cup per load, and it's about 23 cents per load of laundry if you just used a cup of this Foca to do your laundry. But I'm going to try and make this into more soap because I don't want to use a whole cup of this, just the Foca. This 6 cups, I'm going to put about a cup of washing soda in here. Borax in. Okay, that's good. All right, I'm going to mix these powders together, and then I'm going to go get my grater, and I'm going to grate some of this bar soap in. And I have about half a bar of Zote, this plus this little piece. So I'll do all of these to make half a bar of Zote, and I'll do most of this bar to make it half a bar of Fel's Naphtha. And I think I'm going to add another cup of the borax. And then I'm going to mix this all together. About making this soap, I'm finding is that I've got fine particles in the air. You might want to wear a mask if it's going to bother your sinuses or your breathing. It smells really good, but it is kind of irritating. It's making me sneeze. But I'm just going to mix this up really, really good. And then we will do some laundry with it and see how well it works. Also, for me, the only money I spent was the $4.38 for the bag of Foca. I had everything else. Once I started making laundry soap and found that I liked making my homemade laundry soap, I started stocking up on the supplies that I would need because I knew that prices were going up. So I've been stocking up probably 3 or 4 years ago when I could find this stuff and it was decent price, inexpensive. The Zote and the Fel's Naphtha back then I could find for $1 a bar. Now I can't find Phil's naphtha anywhere, and the Zote I find at Winco, and it is $1.62 now. So if you need to buy Zote, it's going to be more money. And then the borax and the super washing soda, when I was stocking up on that, both of those were less than $5 a box. Now I noticed when I was at the store yesterday, I saw the borax was over $6 a box, and the super washing soda was over $5 a box. So in today's world, if you went to the same exact store where I went, then you're going to pay $18 to $20 to get these ingredients. So if that's going to be, economical for you, great, but maybe it wouldn't be, because, today's prices are just horrible. But I can't find Phil's naphtha anywhere. And if you only have one bar soap, then you can double the recipe, or double the measurement of the bar soap, or this is totally an experiment. I have no idea how good this is going to turn out. So we are in the laundry room, and I'm about ready to do a load of laundry with this new soap that I made. See how it goes. So I just have some of my husband's hoodies in here, and some of them aren't too bad, but it's not too bad. But let's see if we can get some of this out with this new concoction. I think we're going to pay attention to this green one. We're going to see what happens with this concoction. Work clothes like these, they smell kind of like, I don't know, mechanic type smell from working on cars and stuff. So I'm going to see if this takes that smell out too. Warm water, deep water wash, and I have it on pre-soak because this is a powder and I want to give it time to kind of dissolve. And I'm going to use a 1/3 measuring cup. And then I'm going to mix a little water in here and mix it up a little bit so it can kind of dissolve. I just want to make sure the powder dissolves all the way. Let this wash, and we'll come back and check it out when it's done. Done. Washing machine part anyway. Let's check this out. Here is the green hoodie. Well, it's still got some stains on it. I don't think this stuff comes out. I do smell the laundry soap. It's not a strong smell. It's very, very faint. This other one here. This one. Oh, yeah. Look at there. This white is this is the powder that didn't dissolve, I think. Yeah, look. Yeah, it's powder that didn't dissolve. In a pinch, this isn't, I mean, you can get your clothes clean. And I didn't put this on extra rinsed. I should have, but then I'm just spending more money on water to try and use a cheap laundry soap situation. But I think I did help it by adding the powder to water to make it, watery first, but it didn't all the way dissolve, obviously, because it was still in my clothes. But I'm just going to run these through a rinse cycle and get that rinsed out and then put them in the dryer and move them on. And I think they would be fine. I think they're clean. They smell good. Very faint. Very, very faint perfuming. Oops, I already looked at that one. This is one of his hoodies that's seen better days. But yeah, see, there's powder on this too. But it's clean. As clean as it's gonna get. But so these are just his work hoodies. But you can see the powder. I mean, it's not bad. Most of it got rinsed out. But there's like a little piece of it there. So I think to use up what I've made, I would probably mix it with water or something and try to make sure it gets well dissolved. Mix it with maybe some hot water, turn it into a liquid. And the rest of the Foca that I didn't mix with this, either mix with water or it's a detergent, so I'm sure it would clean anything. I could probably use it to clean floors, walls, stuff like that, just to use it up. Um, this is my first TIGHT-WAD Tuesday video on trying to save money with laundry soap. It works, but it's not something that I would start making all the time to save more money. I don't really think it's worth it because of the powder part. If it dissolved all the way, it'd be another story. But you know what? If this is all I had, I would totally use it. So thank you for watching my TIGHT-WAD Tuesday laundry soap experiment. And for this month, once a month, I'll be posting a TIGHT-WAD Tuesday video. So I don't really know yet what next video would be for TIGHT-WAD Tuesday, but I have a month to think about it. So until then, I'm going to finish up this laundry here, and I will see you guys next time back here on Survive with What You Know. Have a good day.